You say tomato, I say tomato too, but you know the saying. Produce Pete is talking about heirloom tomatoes this morning. Different kinds you may see and why you must pick them now.
Hey, good morning. Well, you know where I am today. That's right. I'm in Lavallette, New Jersey at Big Ed's Produce, my happy place. That's exactly where I am. So what are we talking about today? Well, we're talking about the heirloom tomatoes, Jersey heirloom tomatoes. Now, one of my most asked questions is always, why are tomatoes, or why don't tomatoes taste like they did years ago? Well, the reason is because the new tomatoes are generically grown. And what happens is the older tomatoes, which are the heirloom tomatoes, the DNA has not been taken out of the tomato. Now, to be an heirloom tomato, it's usually the seeds have to be either 50, 75, even 100 years old. And the reason that they stopped growing these in mass production, but you'll still see them in all the supermarkets, and of course you'll see them at road stands and stuff like that, is because the tomato itself is not really pretty. If you look at this tomato, it's odd shaped. If you look at this tomato here, it's yellow in color. It's not red. If you look at this tomato, it's pink here. Well, these tomatoes, that's because, like I said, the DNA has not been bred out of the tomato, so it's really good. So there's a lot of these tomatoes that when you see these tomatoes around, I'm going to tell you, you're going to absolutely love them. They really are. They're what they call heirloom tomatoes, and they are terrific. Now, a couple of little things. The yellow heirloom tomato, less acidity, good but mild in taste. The pink heirloom tomato, the orange heirloom tomato, much sweeter, but really good and low in acidity. And of course, the best of them all are the pink ones. The pink ones are sweeter, the pink ones taste terrific, and they're really good. But like I said, they're out there, and let's get them now because the jerseys are finishing up, the season's finishing up, and they're really good. You'll see them during the winter when they come from offshore. Now, I want to bring Ed in. Come on in, Ed. Here's one of the owners. Him and his father own the place.
Thanks for stopping by.
It's my pleasure. That's all. Come on a little closer to me here. And I want you to tell the people, now I know you get heirloom tomatoes. Now, where do you get these from?
So we get these beautiful tomatoes from James Durr Farms, which is in Chesterfield, New Jersey. And we get them in as often as possible. Almost every day. Yeah. When people buy these heirloom tomatoes, they notice that they're sweeter and all. But the reason that they generically started growing the regular tomatoes, which are the red tomatoes, are one reason and one reason only, because they keep good. Now, the generic people that did it, that's fine. And the idea is when you go to the supermarket or your greengrocer and you see something like this with the tomato that's a little scarred up and stuff, my father, God rest his soul, always looked for that. And that was the most important thing. So you want to look for something like that. But they grew them to make them hard and everything. And like I always told you, people buy tomatoes or people buy anything. Why? For one thing and one reason only. They buy tomatoes or anything because they look pretty, and that's the most important thing. But these tomatoes are out there, they're available, and I'm telling you, you're going to love them. And Ed, thank you very much. He's got a beautiful fruit stand here, and he brought these tomatoes in for us, and I hope you enjoy them. I'm Produce Pete reminding you that if you eat right, you're going to live right. And remember, to stop by and see Big Ed's, or remember that the summer's almost over, and I hope you had a really great summer. Thanks so much, Pete.
And remember, you can email your questions to Pete at this address, produce.pete@nbcuni.com.